Are you finding yourself really upset at what you're seeing about the news? Well, let's talk about it. My name is Hyim, licensed therapist out of California. The catchphrase, when emotions run high, intellect runs low. If you catch yourself getting emotionally triggered from what you're watching on social media, or especially mainstream news, as someone who has studied propaganda in the modern era and mass psychological social control, if you catch yourself getting really emotional watching the news, the intention probably isn't to inform you. The intention is probably to get you really emotional, so you're not thinking so good. Does that mean we're literally bypassing our frontal lobe, cerebral cortex, where reasonable thinking is housed? And we start operating from our emotional brain, the middle brain, the primitive brain. We fire off our limbic system, amygdala, fight or flight comes in. We just don't think very straight. I encourage you to think about this next time you catch yourself getting emotional from what you're watching on the news. The point is that you're emotional. The point is that you're dysregulated. Go look at Operation Paperclip and look at the history of propaganda in Western nations. All the news that we're seeing, the fact that tons of people are getting super emotional and hell of angry and freaking out, that's the goal. The goal is not that you're informed. Think of all the other pieces of news and the atrocities in the world, and we tend to hyper-focus on one thing at a time. And we go one news cycle to the next, keeping people super emotional and triggered. And guess what? We all fall in line, we virtue signal, we post this flag on our social media or this flag on our social media. I want to be very clear. I am absolutely for peace in this world. And that peace starts with us individually. It starts with us being stewards of our nervous system and catching ourselves. What does my emotionality serve? Does it serve my health? Does it serve my forward movement in life? Probably not. You catch yourself getting emotional, looking at the news. That's the point. If it bleeds, it leads. Why? Because if it bleeds, it triggers primitive parts of our brain and we go into hyper fight or flight. Take care of your nervous system. Peace and love. My name is Hyim, licensed therapist out of California.